Hello. Hello.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. We made another week. It is the 19th, April 19th, 2026. Sorry for the tardy. Tardy for the party. Remember that tardy for the party? That was Candy Burris and girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about? That song that they made, Tardy for the Party.
Kim Zolciak.
Kim Zolciak. Shout out to Kim Zolciak and Candy Burris. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Thank you so much for being a part of the Mama Said It podcast. We want to start off by saying welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. We also want to say happy birthday to those who are celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday today or this month, it actually ends today, I believe. Aries ends today. Aries season ends today. And it starts Taurus season. That's if you believe in zodiac. And some of you may not believe in zodiac signs, and that's fine too. But for those of you that do believe in it, happy zodiac. And we also want to say happy anniversary to those who are celebrating an anniversary today. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Come on in. We're so happy to be joining with you today, which is Sunday. We're going to start off our podcast. We're going to be with you for 1 hour. We're only going to be with you for 1 hour. I don't know if you probably are aware the Usher and the Chris Brown tickets, they go on sale. That's a show that's coming up. A lot of people are talking about attending the Usher and Chris Brown show. I know that's going to be off the chain. I, for one, am going to try to make those tickets. I'm trying to get me a ticket for sure. For one, Shakira, is Chris Brown and Usher, is that someone that you would like to go see?
No.
Well, you just said that all dry.
I like both of them,
No.
but their concert would be too chaotic for me.
Ooh, chaotic? Or
Yes.
just alive and
No, chaotic. Like too many people.
Chaotic as in violence, chaotic, or just violence?
No, not chaos don't necessarily always mean violence.
That's what I'm trying to
saying
clarify.
I'm just saying as far as just too many people. I don't know. I went to the B2K concert and that was packed and that was giving me, I had a good time, but it gave me anxiety. I don't like the concert scene and trying to get out the parking lot and if something happened, all that. I don't like that feeling. So no.
Yeah. No. So you kind of grown out of that a little bit, because I know years ago that was your thing, going to the concerts and the shows and all that good stuff like that, right?
Yeah, not anymore. No thanks.
No, thank you.
I can watch videos.
Certain shows and concerts that I like I would love to go see Dolly Parton. I know that sounds strange, but yes, Dolly Parton, I love her. I would love to go see Charlie Wilson. There's certain shows that, I like that.
You saw Charlie Wilson, no?
Huh?
You did see Charlie Wilson?
I did, but I want to see him again.
Okay.
You see people and you just want to go back and see him again.
He gives a really, really, really good show, I will say.
Doesn't he?
He gives a really
good show. His show was good. And I mean, he be dancing. He don't be playing around. He be putting in the work. He earned those coins, should I say. He earns those coins. We're going to talk about some things that's maybe uncomfortable for you a little bit, Shakira, but just relax and join in. Join in. Nothing exotic. I wouldn't take you there. But one of the things I thought was kind of interesting is Caitlyn Jenner is speaking out. She is very upset. She's asking Trump to address her passport gender error. She says it's a mistake. What's going on? Y'all done made a mistake. Y'all put an M when it should be a F. So she's calling on Donald Trump, saying, Donald Trump, please come to the rescue. Now, he signed an executive order not too long ago, changing the genders to only two, meaning female and male. do you believe that he will come to the rescue and change hers and make an exception?
Absolutely not. And listen, whatever somebody chooses to do with their life is their life. But at the end of the day, if I was in a medical emergency, I would want you to know my correct birthright gender just to address me correctly medically. Like me personally, I don't listen. He ain't coming to save Jenner. I'm sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry,
Jenner.
but not sorry. Is that it?
No, I mean, I just think I think some things just goes a little far. I don't know. I'm not a part of that community. I'm not here to bash nobody, whatever. But I just think that in the event a medical emergency, so many things that comes to mind that you might want to know somebody's gender that they were assigned at birth before you go do anything.
Yeah.
I that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
So hopefully
that could make some sort of that could make a difference. It definitely could make a difference. But she's definitely wanting Donald Trump to step in, and she says she's calling on Donald Trump to assist her. Whether he would do that or not, that remains to be seen. If he does, let's say if he does, let's say if he may say, you know what, I'm going to do it for you. That means he has to do it for a whole lot of others.
Yeah, and he's not doing that.
He has to open the door for other people. Now, remember, he did do some exceptions for her a few years back. And I think it was about the bathrooms, if I'm not mistaken. So she might have some leverage. Who knows? But what I suggest, you have man and woman. Why don't they have a TW and a TM? Transgender man, transgender woman.
Well, yeah, that would be able to solve that as far as yeah, but I feel as though she may be stuck on wanting to be called female.
Female.
Yeah.
Which she's not. Okay, let's be, let's keep it correct.
And her
she is a transgender woman, acknowledging that. So they could put a TW and a TM. That may make a difference. Who's to say?
It definitely
Who's to say? Right? Hey, Pam, thanks so much for joining, Pam. Hey, Zach from South Kakalaki. You're my niece and said, wait, let me just get this, Shakira. I know you normally read.
About the Usher concert. He said, my niece, hold on, where'd it go? Hold up. Now my thing is acting. Okay. My niece says she's too classy for that stuff. It just gets a little them Usher concerts is a little bit okay. The B2K was a lot for me.
Classy. You don't have to be. You could be classy and go to these concerts and shows.
Well, depending on what type of concert you're going to. I know I used to go to rap concerts. I went to one rap concert. I will never go back to a rap concert ever. Worst experience in my whole entire life. The security was scared to say anything to people. I was like,
they were.
This is not a secure environment for me.
I bet they were. I bet they were.
Hey, Aunt Dot.
Hey, Dottie, how are you, sis? She says she agreed. What part you agree with, Dottie?
I think she was talking about with the Donald Trump and the Jenner, because I seen that pop up.
Oh, with the Donald Trump and the Jenner?
Yeah.
Yeah. As to whether she would, he probably would not change it. I guess that's what she's agreeing to, that he probably would not change or make an exception for her.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. But we shall stay tuned to see how that plays out. He might ignore her and may not respond because there's so many other things I'm sure he has on his plate that that is a priority besides what CJ is concerning herself with at this point. But I can say it is interesting. And I heard a lot of people were complaining about it, saying that when he signed the executive order and they went to renew their driver's license, that it was an M or F, so okay, Dottie clarified that she's about the medical
emergency. Yeah.
Makes total sense. Makes total sense, Dottie. But I think this is something that changed everything because it was getting a little bottling there. I was trying to learn all of it because it was so many. And I think it was over 50 different gender recognitions because it was like if you say ma'am, they say don't call me a ma'am. They'd be like, wait, oh, well, what? Okay, Mister, no, don't call me. It's confusing. Like, what? Then what are you? I'm a pet. You're a dog.
The part that's very frustrating, the part that's frustrating for me, I guess, which I haven't experienced with my kids, but when it gets to a point where the teacher is saying, "Call me them," and you're trying, and these are second graders, third, like they're just learning them there and there, and you're telling them to a group collectively to call an individual person they them. I think that's a little confusing for kids. I mean, hey, like I said, whatever you choose to do with your life, that is entirely up to you. I have no heaven or HELL to put nobody in.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I think sometimes it gets I wish they had that much energy for Black people making laws and changing things. And that's a whole different that's a whole nother story. Hey, dude said, what's going on, cousin? Cuz we are
hey,
good.
what's up, cuz? How are you, dude? I'll be calling you this week, cousin. How are you doing, cuz? Yes. And Barbara says,
Barbara said, X-rays, blood work, and science will reveal who you really are when you are in an emergency room. But by the time they do all of that, if you just tell me, if I see on your paper, your ID, you know what I'm saying? Like, X-rays take time. Blood work is not immediate. Like certain things they be needing to know. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Right.
But I do understand what you're saying, Miss Barbara. Because science, the blood work ain't gonna lie. Okay, your bone structure is not gonna lie, no matter how many surgeries you get, ma'am, unless you're breaking bones and replacing them with something else. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
So we're gonna say
oh hell no.
Well, there you have it. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next subject. I thought that was kind of interesting that she's still talking about that type of thing. But speaking of issues and topics, I do want to bring to everyone's attention, and I don't know whether I know you may have heard about it, the reparation that they're talking about right now is a debate. Should illegal immigrants receive compensation?
I didn't hear about it. So
you didn't hear about it? Have anybody else heard about it? You ever heard about it? Yes, it's big. It's being announced, and you're trying to actually push it for the reparation. This is, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name correctly, Pamela Japala. I know I done messed her name up, so forgive me, please, ma'am. Okay, but she is actually behind fighting for the illegal immigrants to receive reparation for all of the things that they've been through. And she feels as though that there's some sort of compensation should be made on behalf of these immigrants. But she is a U.S. Representative and for Washington 7th Congressional District. And she's also a Democrat. And she's saying that she feels as though the illegal immigrants should receive some sort of compensation because of the family that was harmed through detention, separations, economic hardship. And she believed that the compensation could be a form of accountability and restoration. So what are your thoughts on getting reparation for illegal immigrants?
I mean, I hear and see her standpoint because it's been insane. As far as if you're watching the news, if you see anything, people getting pulled out of cars, just random, I mean, they're not even, so I get that part. But I'm gonna just leave that where that is.
Well, I'm gonna say it that I feel, yes, they definitely deserve something, but they have to stand in line because we've been waiting for our just due, our 14 acres and a mule, and so much other. things that is owed. So yes, by all means, I feel as though they deserve something, and so does the African American families who have suffered, the families that are left here to still suffer. And they're taking us 50 or 60 years backwards. We're going backwards. It's like everything that our ancestors fought and bled and died for or unalive for is being all undone. It's just crazy to me. And even though we're saying stay inside, but how long is that going to last? How long is that really going to last?
Yeah, it's a lot. A dude said, "Ask her did they pick cotton from sun up to sundown?"
Right. Exactly. We know that did not happen, right? That would be yeah, that would be a great question. And we know the answer to that is a no. Um Dottie says
We are legal and can't get anything.
hello.
That part.
Hello. Yep, that's right. I totally agree with that. But it just shows you that people are fighting for reparation, but I want to know, why isn't reparation being spoke about with more of the senators and congress people that are in office that can make the difference, can make the change, that are representing the African American culture, such as your senators who know that the reparation have not been justified, have not been paid justifiably, and we're still fighting. Um, it's just crazy. Will we ever get reparation? Do you think the blacks will ever get reparation?
Not in my lifetime.
Really,
And
you
I'm
don't
pretty
think?
and I'm pretty young. I consider myself kind of young. Nah.
So you
I don't.
don't think?
I won't say never, but I would say it will take a lot, because I
Yeah.
think they are not in the business to admit their wrongdoing, and reparations is going to prove and it's going to be a proof that we were done wrong, which they have no
Well, they
problem telling
know.
them. But they know, but they're not ready to pay their dues.
They're trying to erase the history so they
That's
won't
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
pay
But they don't
anything.
have a problem with paying everybody else.
Right.
Every other, so that's the
Don't
part
know.
that's unsettling. But yeah. Yep.
So true. So true. So true. It's crazy. One of the things I wanted to ask you, and what do you think about this? And this is being spoke about with like um, I'm not going to mention any names. I'm just going to say a lot of celebrities are doing this. Let me just put it look that way. One night stand, they're making people sign an NDA.
I guess it's a lot
Because
of people
people
that
tend to,
they bump their head and forget what didn't happen and what they agreed to the night before. They have regrets, all that type of things, and then they try to. I feel as though it's very appropriate. I mean, nobody signed an NDA if it's regular people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because those people are not. Is the NDAs need to be like Chris Brown has a thing, from my understanding, allegedly, whatever, that
well,
you sign an NDA just to get anywhere with him, like, like as far as parties and his like NDA across the board, like in this area.
really?
Yeah, he
Wow.
don't. I heard that he do not play. And I
So
think it's
he
smart.
learned from experience.
I don't even has he ever had an experience in that way? I know he had the Rihanna issue, but I don't
Yeah.
remember him ever having any type of someone accusing him of that type of act. I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was at one point. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
obviously he's learning it from somewhere to make sure
Yeah,
that he, you know,
CYA, cover your assets.
for sure. All day,
Um,
all night.
Dude
But
said all we got was that darn PPP loan that was ours. The PPP loans that people going listen. They ain't about to. People don't even understand the type of
PPP
trouble.
loan.
Yeah, the type of
And they
trouble.
locking people up behind the PPP and the EIDL loan.
Exactly.
Those loans are definitely was trouble.
Exactly.
And even when I was contacted, I said, don't do it. I was telling a whole bunch of people that was calling me, what you think? What you think? Don't do it. If you didn't have a business that existed, don't do it. I said, because they're giving everybody the money right now. That's a setup. They're giving it all to you now. So later on, they can come back and arrest you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They arrested so many people and still are. It's still active investigation still going on.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't put yourself in that situation, then you don't have to worry about whether they're going to come and try to do something later on. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button.
Aunt Dot said, she said, hey, Johnson.
Hey, Johnson? Who is Johnson?
I think she's referring to, are you referring to the NDA, Aunt Dot? If I think I understand you correctly.
You do? Or maybe I'm,
And then dude said, I love it. Give me a pen and let me get to sign in the NDA.
NDA, right?
Yeah.
I think it was one that was saying about Nia Long and so many other celebrities were talking about it. So I don't know.
In the celebrity world, I think even if you're not a bona fide in front of the camera celebrity, if you got a coin, I think you should be practicing that. If that's the type of lifestyle that you got going on, you want to make sure that don't nobody try to renege and say this, that, and the third. You know, have it written out of whatever's going on. I think that's smart.
Yeah. And one night stand, that I'm not into that, but I think for those who are into one night stands, for sure, even a long-term relationship, if you think something's going to come out of it, signing an NDA could be a good thing to have an understanding of how this is going to play out. Mm-hmm. It might be a good thing.
Oh, Aunt Dot said Priscilla is watching, so I was speaking to her.
Oh, hi, Priscilla. How are you?
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining. I can't tell who's watching or not from my end right now. Let me just get on. Shakira, I don't know whether you can tell who's watching. Thanks so much for joining. Those of you who are watching, thank you so much for joining. I do want to share something about the class action lawsuit that's coming up against Hub. Let me just make sure I have the information correctly, and y'all may already know about it. It's $10 million. For those of you who may have purchased tickets from StubHub. If you purchase tickets from StubHub, there is going to be, they should be contacting you to reimburse you for monies that was paid. If you've purchased tickets from them between May 12th of 2025 and May 14th of 2025, you don't have to take any action. They will contact you. You will either get a partial refund or a full refund. And you can expect your refund sometime in July. And that's for anyone who may have purchased tickets from StubHub. Okay, as we continue to move forward, I don't know whether you've heard about RJF Jr. when he said Black children should be reparented. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not hear about that nonsense. No.
Oh, wow, Shakira, you didn't hear? Okay.
I mean, today is the 19th. Tax season just stopped.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
I ain't been hearing nothing. So no. He probably needs to be reparent.
It's crazy what he said. And I think he said it a few years ago, but it's now coming to bite him. Let me just share this clip with you real quick.
Medication should be reparented. Have you ever reparented or parented, I should say, a Black child?
I don't even know what that
phrase means, and I doubt
Just
that
a
I
yes or
said it.
no answer.
Some tense moments on Capitol Hill today. Democratic Congresswoman Terry Sewell grilling Robert F. Kennedy Jr. about some comments he made about African-American children and an ADHD medication. The Health and Human Services Secretary denied making those claims, as you just saw. He was also questioned about the growing measles outbreak and funding for cancer research.
There you have it. I don't know why he said what he said. Didn't really make any sense. Why does Black children have to be reparented? Racist comment.
Very.
So racist, it's unbelievable. Doesn't even make sense. He doesn't even remember saying it.
Oh, it makes sense. It's racist.
It makes sense to him, but it makes sense also to those who are kidnapping kids and doing God knows what else. Why would you want to reparent them and send them off to a camp? I tell you, this administration is not surprising me with anything they say. But this here is unreal. It's unreal. And parents are outraged, in which they should be. In which they should be. They should be outraged because this is something that's not acceptable. You know, and a lot of parents now are saying they don't want their children to be on a medication. You know, they're trying to wean them off of medication because they're seeing so much damage is being caused from it. But then there's other children that really needs it.
Yeah. I mean, everything works differently. For somebody can take a Tylenol and to take them out, and another person they can live by and say, you know what, Tylenol works for me. So, I mean, the medication part of it all, you do your research, you do your due diligence. What works for you works for you. Him saying what he said, I'm not surprised. I mean, look who he is. The context, I would love to hear back then what the context of that, because it didn't, I'm pretty sure he just walk up to the mic and be like, I think all Black parents, you know, all Black, like it had to have some type of context to it. So I want to see, because he's trying to make it seem like I ain't say that. I want to see exactly what you said and why you said it. What was the question?
His reasoning behind it was because he was saying the children that are on this medication are violent within the Black community. They're violent and they need to be reparented so they can be restructured in the way they behave.
Maybe it's the medicine, you think? That don't make no sense. And everybody, I mean, not everybody, but people should come to understand that our Black genetic makeup is different than everybody else's.
It's totally different.
The medicine that I even remember being when I was pregnant, and they not necessarily misdiagnosed, but they thought something was going to be an issue. And then when they come to find out, the lady called me, and I guess she picked up on my voice. I sounded Black. I don't know. She was a Black lady. She's like, if you don't mind me asking, are you African American? I said, yes. She was like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. They got you down here as a white woman. And when they ran the
wait, where on that? Say that again there.
They had me down as a Caucasian woman. And because of my genetic makeup, when she reran the test, there was nothing wrong.
What?
Yeah, it was something. It was going to be they were telling me that my youngest child he had less chromosomes than what he was supposed to have. And so that's when I went and I got tested, and she came back. I got blood work done or whatever. And when it came back and the lady called me and she caught my voice and she was like, are you African? I say, yes, I'm Black. And she was like, oh, they have you down as a Caucasian. Let me rerun this test because it's probably wrong. She ran it and it came back that it was, it was, everything was fine. And she said, and that's where I learned, because I didn't know, she's like, no, Black people have different genetic. I've heard of it, but I never experienced that. So, yeah, had me down.
I wonder what she did different when she ran the test.
I'm a Black woman, so our genetic makeup, whatever it is genetically, we don't have the same genetic makeup as everybody else.
I guess you had to mark it as being African American.
Yes, and that changed the dynamic of what the test results. I don't know, but whatever it was, everything worked out fine. But
worked out fine. Well, thank God for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Pam said, yes, he tried to deny it when he was being questioned about it. Absolutely. She also said, I saw the video and he did say it. You know, he had used to be on drugs in his mind. It's weird. He sound like he's still
he used to be on heavy. Yeah.
Used to, might still be.
Might be.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Might be.
Mike said, Mike Do said, reparent all them white serial killers.
Before they kill, though. Before they start doing beforehand.
That doesn't even.
Father God.
Because I'm pretty sure if you look at the same genetic makeup, like the same testing for other children, they're probably just as violent. It's just that you want to pin it on. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's more convenient for them to pin it on, the African American, when we are not doing as much as they say that we're doing criminally. So they want to make it appear that we are bad. And it's horrible. Might as well tell you that the citizenship tracker that's coming to your bank, possibly, that Trump is considering an executive order to target banks. He wants to know who are citizens and who are not citizens. So that may be coming soon, which I'm sure that data should be already.
It's already there. When you fill out for any banking application, I don't care if it's a checking account, savings account, credit card, they ask, are you a U.S. citizen?
Totally.
So why are you trying to play in somebody's faces if that's not already there?
Totally acts. They totally acts.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it. Then tax time, they want to know, do you have an offshore account? They want to know, because then you have to do international taxes. So for them not to know already, you give your ID, actually whether you're a United States citizen. So I don't understand that. But
and they ask that question for anything you do. I don't care if you're filling out a job, if you're filling out an application to get a car, that is a question on every application I have ever filled out for anything. So yeah.
Unreal.
Miss Karen says, yes, just as some lab normals are different for males and females, so are some for Caucasians and African Americans. Thank you. Yes. And I didn't know that. I was just like, huh? She was like, yeah,
Karan.
Yes.
Karan is a doctor. She is
Did I say Karen? I'm so sorry, Karan. I ain't got my contacts in real good. I'm sorry.
She knows exactly what she's talking about.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that, Karan, because we're always willing to be educated, for sure. And coming from you, this is definitely some good information.
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Pam said his own cousin Caroline said that he should not be ahead of anything.
Just like Donald Trump's sister Mary said that he shouldn't be president. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. Ms. Karan said the white blood cell count may be slightly different, a mildly low level may be normal for us in some cases.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think that's because it was blood work that I got done.
It was blood work. Okay.
It was blood work, and it was a result from blood work. And then when she reran it with the right race, it was fine.
So just by running it with the right race made the difference.
Yeah, because they were saying that he did not have enough. He didn't have the right amount of chromosomes, and all these other things could be going on. And I'm just like, what is going? So I prayed, and when she called me. And she was like, I'm calling you with your results. And she was telling me, but then she was like, if you don't mind me asking, because she already told me, yeah, the results came back that, we got to do further testing. When she asked me that, and after I told her, I was black, she was like, oh, let me rerun everything. You don't got to come back and test nothing yet. Let's just see. So that makes a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense. It definitely does make a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Karan.
Yes. Miss Pam says, so is having the same standards. So it's having the same standards for his wife's banking. No.
Yes.
She gets a pass. We know that. She gets
speaking of his wife, Melania, it's coming out as to the reason why she came forth. And we'll talk about that another day. But it's all making sense now as to the reason why it's still unraveling, it's still unfolding. So we would definitely be talking about that.
Uncle Adi said everybody know he shouldn't be president. Idiot. Respectfully, of course.
Respectfully, of course. I like that part. Respectfully, of course. Oh, that's a call him idiot. And respectfully, of course. That is hilarious. Yes, that's funny. Before we shift gears now, I do want to say that this particular portion of our show, our podcast, we're going to be talking about a doctor who did something that no other doctor has done so far. And I definitely want to make sure that anyone who's viewing this podcast, for you to look him up, follow him. He is a phenomenal physician. His name is Dr. Pierre Johnson. He has done what other doctors has not done, is what it should say. And I want to share with you part of his video that I think is going to really be relatable to some of our viewers. So please stay tuned. Here we go.
Want to make incision about here to be able to go in and get the stalk off, get her uterus out, and then have the room to be able to manipulate
Hear him.
and get
Not really
right through this incision. Just mentally putting it in a plan to do.
Okay. Let me do it a different way. Let me see. Let me do it a different way. I apologize. Give me a few moments real quick. I really want to share this with everyone because I think it is important. So let me just do it a little differently because it might make a difference with the, excuse me. It might make a difference with the audio. It might make a difference with the audio. So let me just shift this over so that because I want the sound to come out where you can actually hear him. And he is a physician from Chicago. And he's talking about women. A lot of doctors, you go to these doctors, and the first thing that they say to you, you have to have a hysterectomy. And in most cases, a hysterectomy is not necessary. It's not needed. It is definitely recommended to get more than one opinion when you are going, when you have been diagnosed or have been recommended for a hysterectomy, because some cases you might be someone who may not necessarily need it. Okay, I get a second opinion about everything, pretty much, just to be sure. Not to say I'm doubting anyone, but mistakes do happen, and you want to make sure that you are, advocating for yourself properly, because mistakes can happen. Mistakes can happen, and it has been known that some people who have gotten the procedure done didn't necessarily need it. They didn't necessarily need it. So I'm going to share this.
So I just had the most amazing, unbelievable. So I just had the most amazing, unbelievable case of my career, where 17-week pregnant woman that had the most enormous fibroid that I've seen. It's the biggest fibroid of my career. And, she very early in her pregnancy and just couldn't, tolerate things. Things were just really heavy for her. And she went to high-risk specialists, and they said that it needed to be removed. And she went to multiple doctors, and they told her that there's no other way to deal with it other than a vertical incision, myomectomy, and most likely probable hysterectomy with this She was told to terminate her pregnancy, and she didn't want to do that. And even to me, when I got here, there were so many people that tried to block the surgery and tried to cancel the surgery and wouldn't let me do it. But at the end of the day, like, there's so much that happens in medicine that people do not understand, that I won't even get into the bias, the racism, or any of those other things. But I will say that this was amazing. I don't, toot my own horn or like get too big about the things that I do, but I'm the best at this. I'm the best at this.
You are.
This right here is like, nobody would have done this. Nobody would have completed this but your boy. Like, this is the most amazing thing I've seen. So the largest fibroid that I had before this was 20 pounds. This is a 27-pound fibroid in a 17-week pregnant woman. And not only was the fibroid removed in its entirety through an incision this big down low, but more importantly, her pregnancy is intact. Little fetus is just in there doing his or her business. Heart rates 150s, 160s, no significant blood loss. She feels great, feels good. I challenge anybody, show me where this has been done in the world, in the history, where somebody's had a fibroid mass this large in pregnancy, removed, pregnancy preserved through a mini Van Steel or low transverse incision to remove greater than 25 pounds. Hasn't been done. Fibroid Slayer. Hey, I'm gonna toot my horn on this one. This one is dope. I'm one of one, and this is a one of one case, and I'm so happy that I was able to help her, and more importantly, just show that what can be done with hard work, determination, and the insistence of doing things to help people and not putting the comfort level on myself, but to look out for her post-operative pain, her post-operative recovery, and now her future pregnancy.
Such a relief. I feel so much better. My baby is doing amazing. At 164 beats per minute this morning, and they're bouncing, moving around. So I'm so grateful.
It challenged me, and I think that it's something that, well, one, you have absolutely needed it, but
yeah,
see a smile on your face and see some back to normal.
I was terrified to try to get surgery, but it's not the absolute worst thing. But be confident in how you feel about your body, and make decisions that you feel like long-term you can be satisfied.
There you have it. I thought that was quite interesting to see that he was able to work and operate on her. No one else was willing to do it. They were telling her, you need to get, you're going to lose your baby. And just to find a doctor that was willing to do it. And even though he was willing to do it, he had to go through different challenges to even, get the procedure done. But he was persistent, and she's doing fine, and the baby is doing fine. I just thought that was such good news, because to have that many while you're pregnant, and it'd be almost over, I think 25 pounds, he said. Mm-hmm. That was like larger than the baby. That was like unbelievable, just a miracle, and something that has never been done before. Yeah. Pam, oh, you did, Pam? Oh, cool. Okay, so you saw him the other day, and he literally saved this woman's pregnancy and relieved her of her fibroids. Yes. I know, right? That's what I say. I say, go, brother. This is really amazing, right? Yes, I toodles to him. So please, by all means, you can follow him on social media. His name is Pierre Johnson, Dr. Pierre Johnson. He's on TT, if you know what I mean, TT, and IG, and on this platform as well. So please, go and follow him and give him some support, because I thought that was amazing that he did what he's done. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of women that's going to be looking for him, and need to see that his profession is existing, because a lot of times people want the easy way out, right? The easy way out is to terminate. And I'm trying to figure out how would they want to terminate, especially being that they're saying that the AB, if you understand the words I'm saying, if certain words we can't use now, can we use the word abortion? Is illegal. So if it's illegal, I guess only if it's medically related, I'm assuming. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. It's definitely something was good that he did, and I was so happy that I ran across his platform because that was something amazing that he did. Shakira, you have any questions about what he's done?
No, I think that's amazing for him to be able to perform that type of surgery, and push through the red tape, because evidently it was red tape that they did not want him to do it, but he still was able to. Because who would have? I mean, you never know what that could have meant for her pregnancy long term. So
Yeah,
that definitely was excellent.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree. One of the things we wanted to do before we leave, before we depart, I want to make next week. I want to make next week our Mama Said the podcast, and I believe next week I got to confirm we do have a special guest. Whatever week is not that she won't be coming on, I want to do a segment of nothing but um, grants, nothing but grants. Okay, nothing but grants. I know you probably heard about the young lady, Ashley, who actually was unalived by her fiance. This was all publicized across social media. I'm sure many of our viewers probably heard about Ashley Janae, who was, they stated that she had committed the S word, if you understand what I mean. I guess I can't say that word either. I guess I need to get us a whole rule book of what could be said and what can't be said, because there's so many now. Because I'm going through with a lot of mentors on from social media, and they're saying, no, you can't say that. So what do you say in place of these words? Can you spell them out? Does that mean the same thing? Um, would they ban you if you spelled them out? I don't know. But I do want to mention one of my friends who is selling. Her name is Sandra Johnson Davis, and she is selling all kinds of custom pins. These custom, can you see those pins? You can't even tell the detail of these pins in person, but that's some bling right there, right? She does good work. She does all kinds of good work, and this is the different types of mugs that she does. I thought this was cute. This is a nice mug that her and her husband Pancho did. And you can actually reach her at 732-763-4454. Again, 732-763-4454. If you're interested in any of these mugs, she has all kinds of mugs. She has all kinds of mugs and pins and things of that nature that she's going to be able to share. And let me just say, the pins, they write real good. They write real good. And I run through pens quick. I mean, I know I'm going to be looking for a refill. I don't know whether these are refillable or not. Hopefully they are. But I do use a lot of pens. Shakira, do you want to introduce your products?
Oh, okay. Yes. So I have a 60-day soap Bible journal, daily scripture, observation, application, and prayer. So you go through each it's over the course of 60 days. Each day is going to give you the scripture, just the scripture. You actually have to go to the scripture, and I need you to jot down what perspectives you have, because a lot of times you can get information from somebody else's perspective, but what did the scripture say to you? So that's the main focus of it. So that's the soap journal.
The soap journal.
Mm-hmm.
The soap journal. And if you don't know what this is on the screen, you can take a picture. For my OGs, y'all can take a picture with your camera. It takes you right to the actual website.
Yeah, the QR code. And then that's the 2026 prayer scripture journal. So that basically is 365 days worth of journaling. Journaling is very important. Instead of you taking somebody else's testimony, I want you to use your own testimony to inspire yourself. So you're going to jot down who you're praying for, what you're praying for, and about your day. And it's also have a scripture at the bottom for you as well.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then lastly, there is the Rooted in Faith, God's Promises for Every Emotion. I went through a whole list of different type of emotions that you can go through and couple them with different scriptures that can be inspiring. And guess what you got to do? You got to journal. I'm all about writing down your feelings, your thoughts, what you feel like something is saying to you, because it kind of helps you be able to comprehend it from your perspective.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I do want to add that I was a part of a group yesterday, and we had a young lady who spoke. Her name is Carla J. Cook. Carla J. Cook. And this is her book. It's called Whole Again, Living in, Through, and on the Other Side of Brokenness. Okay. She offers a book, and she also offers a book, and she also offers the actual workbook. The workbook is really good. The work has got a lot of information in there, the workbook. So I will include in the chat how you can actually purchase from her. And I'm going to be sharing some things that I have coming out as well. But in the meantime, in between time, I do want to shout out to our cousin, Dude. Dude has some shows that's coming up. Mike on the Mic. Many of you know Mike. Y'all may call him Michael. We call him Dude. That's just how it's been throughout the years. But Mike has a few shows, and I do want to share some of his. He's doing tour. I guess are you touring? I think you're touring, right? I think Mike is touring, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, he's all over the place, right? Now he is actually the 19th, which is the night it says Stress Factory, right? It says Stress Factory. So let me just share this. If y'all can go on his page, he's on Facebook. He's on across all social media platforms. You can find him, Mike on the Mic. It shows here that he is actually tonight at the Fresh Stress Factory. On March 20th, tomorrow, he's in Valley Forge. The 28th, he's in Pennsylvania, Exton, Pennsylvania. And April the 3rd through the 4th wait. I'm talking about March. Wait a minute. Regina. I need a glass of wine. Let me take a sip. Hold on, y'all. Okay. March passed. We're in April. Whew, child, them taxes got me to. Oh, child. Okay, let me take a breath. We're in April, y'all. So April 23rd is the newest one in Hartford, Connecticut, April 23rd. So cross out March 19th. No, April 23rd. He's in Hartford, and May 7th, which I'm trying to attend. May 7th, he's going to be at the Apollo in New York, the Apollo Theater. So y'all make sure y'all go over and support Mike on the Mic. Shakira, do you have any last words that you would like to share today?
Make sure that you be kind to people you don't know what they're going through, and exercise, because that's what I'm trying to do myself.
Exercise, yeah.
I got me a walking pad, and I've been on it, and I like it. I like it a lot. So
you like it a lot?
I do like it a lot. It is a vibration plate in it, and it's a walking pad, so it does both.
And like a treadmill.
Yeah. Yep. Like
okay.
A treadmill, but it's small. It can go underneath your desk. I have it on the side of mine because I can't. My coordination is off. I can't walk and talk at the same. Like that's just not. I see people do that a lot. They'll be walking and doing their job. I can't. Like I've been and fell. So I just do
that happening.
Yeah. So I just do it. I just have it on the side of my desk and I work out there.
Okay. Yes. I love it. Yes, summertime is here, and it's time to shed off these extra pounds that you picked up when it was winter, and you want to get rid of those pounds. So please, by all means, try to do something that you enjoy. And for me, I'm going to be getting back into my skating routine and enjoying myself, trying to enjoy as much as I can. Shout out to Miss Linda Anderson. We thinking about you as you still heal and recover. We have some last comments we want to acknowledge.
Uncle Hanif said a lot of things that African.
Okay, I got it. A lot of things that African American doctors do first, they don't get credit for. I got the flashcards that you study African American people that created things first. It's a whole lot that I know that we did it first. I'll tell him to stop, light, to elevate. Now, there's more. Is there more that I'm missing?
I'll tell
elevate
you.
To cell phones,
stop
et cetera,
light.
et cetera, et cetera. Okay.
Yeah. Tell them from the stoplight to the elevator to cell phones, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay, Hanif, we're waiting on you to come on our live. Hanif has a phenomenal past, and he's doing so well in his career. We would like for him to come on and share his life journey, because we know that it would inspire and it would definitely help those who will be viewing. So we welcome you, Hanif. We welcome you. She's also on social media. Oh, who's on social media? She's also on social media. Who did I last talk about on last? She's also on social media. Oh, are you talking about Dr. Cook? Okay, Dr. Cook. Okay, I think that's who you're referring to, Pam, right? Okay, Dr. Cook, she's on social media. I didn't know. Okay, so we're going to put her information for social media. We're going to include her information for social media. If you have it, Pam, can you include it? If you have Dr. Clark's information, can you include it so that others can share? Hey, Sharon. Hey, cuz. How are you? Thanks so much for joining. Beautiful Miss Black Experience. Thank you so much for joining. And Pam said, I tried to check you had on diabetes and wanted to let you know that my A1 is down. Oh, wonderful. That's good news. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. That's good news. Reverend Cassandra had a book as well from yesterday. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even recognize, did she have a table set up? Because I didn't even see a table. I didn't even see a table. We were at an event yesterday. My cousin Sandra Sessions spoke at an event yesterday, so we went to support her on yesterday. Before we go, let me see, Dex. Hanif says, I'm down by law. I got a family reunion in August this year. I'll let you know. Okay, awesome. Our family reunion is the first week in August in Texas. So shout out to my Upshaw family from Texas and all around the world, because we're scattered all over everywhere. And also to my Ross family in Texas. We're all over everywhere. And the Upshaws, it's over 200 cousins. It's a lot of us. It's a lot on my dad's side of the family. It's a lot. Okay, Pam says, yes, I bought the book. Oh, you bought the book. Okay, share what the name of the book is so I can share it with our viewers. Share so we can share it with our viewers. Oh, you're no longer pre-diabetic.
That's
wow.
Awesome. That
you
is
go,
awesome.
Girl. Tell us your secret. What did you do? That's awesome. Please share.
Yes.
That's good news. This was your daughter. She on TikTok.
Oh, the diabetic meals. Remember, I actually still have it. It's diabetic. Okay. It's like a pamphlet, and it tells you how to eat, what raises your blood sugar, all of those things. Nice. And it definitely because a lot of times we think that something is good for us and it's actually not good for our sugar. So it was like a whole brochure And
okay, you got to share it
definitely,
with us on our next segment. Bring it
yes,
out.
I will. I definitely will.
Yes, that's
I'm happy that
awesome.
I'm happy that you liked it because I love it. I love it. I
So
especially
what
use
is
it
it?
when
A
I'm doing.
certain diet that you eat certain foods,
It's
or
not necessarily a diet. It's literally, I would call it like the blueprint of every type of food that you would consume, and telling you how it affects your blood sugar.
so
And
eat them by your
depending,
blood type sort of thing?
no, not necessarily, but like how it affects your glycemic number. So
Okay.
how fast it raises it. So
Okay.
that helps, because a lot of times if you're eating a whole bunch of food that raises it really fast, then you're wondering why your blood sugar 300 all the time, because you're eating a whole bunch of food that raises it fast.
Sure.
And then it tells you what what can help. It does have like a little recipe in there as well, but I love the glycemic index information that it has.
Okay.
So, because I
That's
got it
awesome.
because I'm not necessarily I have been in a range of pre-diabetic, but I've gotten myself out. But I like it because I brought it for that purpose. And when I was pregnant, I had gestational diabetes, and I didn't know what to eat. So I'm happy I found this, and I'm able to kind of like know what to stay away from and stuff like that. So
Like carbs, staying away for a lot of carbs.
it's not always necessarily well, carbs, yes, but it's like I gotta I'm gonna show you the thing. I gotta land because I have a whole thing of different stuff I have
Okay.
landed. But yeah, I'll show it on the next show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, that's great news. Congratulations, Pam. We're so happy to hear that.
Yes, I'm
That's
happy.
wonderful, wonderful news.
Yes.
Absolutely. We want to say thank y'all so much for joining us on another episode of Mama Said It podcast.
Yes.
And we do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow. I hope I'm not missing out on anyone's last words that they may have had to say. No more comments, right? We covered
No, we
everybody.
went through everybody's comments. Yeah.
We went to everyone's comments. Okay, great. That's good news. Okay, y'all, make sure y'all have a great week. And do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow.
Miss Priscilla, I see you. I will send Aunt Dot the link so she can send it to you.
Oh, absolutely. Please, by all means. We want
Yes.
to, so many people, have diabetes, and pre-diabetes is just a warning to do something before it gets worse. And they say all diabetes can be changed, whether you're 1, 2, it can change. So that's what the studies are saying, people.
I believe that you are what you eat. So, and you want to go based off of what your body processes. Just because somebody else can eat it, don't mean you can.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And was there more? Woman under construction by concern. Oh, okay, that's her name. Okay, thank you for sharing it. Um, I'm a woman under construction by Cassandra. Okay, Marie Ratliff. Wonderful. Love and respect to you too, honey. Love you always, my brother. Love you always. All right, everyone, take care. Thank y'all so much for joining another episode of Mama Said It. We're going to be back here next week, same time, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Y'all take care. Until next time.
Mama said it, I don't forget it. Wisdom in the pocket, you bet I respect it. Echoes in my ear, every single lesson. Her voice, the baseline, the ultimate blessing. Cooking up truth in a cast iron skillet. Knowledge seasoned, she told me go feel it. Sharp as a sax riff, smooth as a groove. Her words a compass, the way that I move. Life ain't a sprint, nah, it's a slow jam. She said be your own fan, not another man's program. Step by step, the rhythm of growth. She said, hold the mic, but don't let it boast. Mama said it, yeah, mama said it. Got that fire in my soul and I'll never regret it. Mama said it, yeah, mama said it. Built the beat beat of my life and I'll never forget it. Jazz in a tone, R&B in a sway. Hip hop hustle, working night and day. Her lessons hit heavy like bass on the track. Taught me to bounce back, never fall flat. Told me dance through the lows, party through the highs. Every sunrise, sun is a chance to revise.
Yeah.
Life's a melody, find your key. Be the chorus of your story, the harmony. Her voice a trumpet, calling me to rise. Saxophone sunsets, wisdom in disguise. Mama said it, yeah, mama said it. Got that fire in my soul and I'll never regret it.
Y'all don't even know carpet cleaning. You need to clean the white.
Yeah, mama said it. Built the beat of my life and I'll never forget it.
Everyone have